Hello, CWA members. I'm Ellen West, the chair of the CWA Union Bargaining Committee for AT&T West negotiations. These negotiations cover 17,000 union-represented employees at AT&T West in California and Nevada. I'm here with the 4 union-elected bargaining committee members to give you an update on the negotiations with AT&T West. We've been bargaining with the company for close to a year and have not been able to reach a satisfactory agreement on issues of critical importance to members. You may have heard that in January, the union bargaining team stopped meeting with the company. We told the company that we would be ready to get back to bargaining at any time as long as they were ready to get serious. Throughout the many months of bargaining, the company has made very little movement in their original proposals, and we needed to get their attention. The bargaining committee members will now review some of the critical issues that remain open.
My name is Marissa Remsky, and I'm a maintenance administrator. I've worked for AT&T for 36 years, and I'm proud to be on the union bargaining committee. These have been challenging negotiations, but your bargaining committee is committed to addressing our major issues and getting the kind of contract we deserve. Let me start with health care. The company is insisting on increasing the percentage of employee cost sharing in our plan from 25% to 32% over the life of the contract. Those employees in a Kaiser HMO would see double the increases in costs. We've spent a lot of time on this issue and provided the company with documentation and experts that show that AT&T healthcare costs are lower in California than in other states, and that therefore employees should not see such a large increase. But the company remains unwilling to move.
My name is Art Gonzalez, and I'm a splicing technician. I've worked for AT&T for 18 years, and this is the 3rd time I've served on the Union Bargaining Committee. These negotiations have been the most difficult that I've participated in, mostly because the company has just refused to truly bargain with us. They give us a proposal, and they have a take-it-or-leave-it attitude. That's not how bargaining works. The scope of work and wages for premises technicians have been a major issue for us. AT&T has proposed increasing the scope of work to include fiber drops and all mechanical splicing, port swaps, and bridge tab cancellation devices on assigned binding posts, including ready access terminals. In return for this, they're offering 45 cents an hour increase. If we accept this increase in scope of work, the job of splicing technician will disappear over time. And since this is the work being moved to the premise technician, the rate of pay for this work would be reduced.
My name is Pam Suniga, and I'm a service representative. I've had the privilege of being on the bargaining committee for the last 3 rounds of contract negotiations. I've worked for AT&T for 20 years. I know firsthand what the call center reps face every day. We've wrestled with several call center and customer service issues in these negotiations. For the leverage title call center reps, we've proposed improvements in quotas and target relief when there are fluctuations in the call volumes and when workers take vacation or any type of leave. The company has rejected our proposals to provide leverage title reps the relief they need in order to meet their commission and performance goals. We've also proposed improvements in monitoring to stop overzealous managers from harassing or over-monitoring call center workers who are already under pressure because of sales quotas.
My name is Anthony Velez, and I'm a combination technician in Hawthorne, Nevada. I've worked for the company for 17 years. I worked as a premise technician, and I understand the needs for jobs of the future that pay a decent wage. Training and technology for the jobs of the future is important for all workers. We have proposals to limit the movement of work outside of the states and additional training opportunities on future technology. We have given management many other proposals, which we are not going to go over here, but they have been addressed in bargaining bulletins listed on our website at cwa-union.org/ATT West. You can also sign up for bargaining updates by texting D9ATT to 69866.
Some of you are wondering why we haven't gone on strike. A strike is one of several options available to us, and a strike remains a possibility if we cannot reach a satisfactory agreement with the company. Right now, we're engaging our political and community allies and putting pressure on AT&T to get serious. We're also coordinating very closely with the bargaining underway with AT&T Mobility and DirecTV. There are more than 44,000 members total in these 3 contracts. We're using the leverage of all 3 contracts and the possibility of a strike at all 3 to again put pressure on the company to come to their senses and get serious about bargaining.
What will put the most pressure on the company is convincing AT&T that CWA members support their bargaining team and are unified in wanting a fair resolution on the critical issues. We need every member to get involved in union contract actions, sign up for text messaging and emails, and stay informed by liking our Facebook page.
We sent CEO Stevenson a letter signed by 80 elected officials in California and Nevada supporting the union and urging AT&T to bargain. We had a press call with mayors who expressed their support for CWA in negotiations and said they would stand with us if there were a strike. But like Art said, nothing speaks as loud or sends as powerful a message as CWA members covered under this contract standing up and getting involved in actions. Sign up for bargaining updates by texting D9ATT to 69866.
We all have a role to play in sending AT&T the message to get serious in negotiations so we get a good contract for us and our families. It's time to get involved.